Hello, future potential Olympians for Sochi 2014. Hey, how are you doing? Look at me, I'm a mess. I am no threat for an Olympic spot, right? Although, I still have a pretty phenomenal backhand. Granted, not anything that could take a game off Serena Williams on a tennis court. I'll give you that. You guys are in a unique situation. You know that Russia is flaunting horrendous civil rights towards their LGBT community. We've seen the torture and mutilation of teenagers on the street, and we saw the unanimous way that the government has passed horribly oppressive laws. And I want to bring your minds back to Berlin in 1936, when thousands of passionate athletes competed for medals and represented the hallmark of Olympic peace and unity in the country and under the watchful eye of Adolf Hitler, who was, before, during, and after those Olympics, interning thousands of German citizens already. Was it worth it? Knowing that they would have to live with that for the rest of their lives. And I want you to ask yourself the same question. And I'm not in a position to answer it because I'm not athletically blessed like you. But are competing in the Olympics worth it? And yes, I'm sure they feel like that now. But 5 or 10 years from now, when you are an adult and have seen the world, will it have been worth it to have competed in an Olympics in a country that you know is torturing people just because of who they are? Innocent people are dying there. And is it more important to compete at the Olympics or to not compete in the Olympics and know that you truly stood for human rights? Again, it's not a question anybody else can answer for you, and it's maybe not a fair one to ask, but while you consider it for yourself, think back to those athletes that competed in Berlin. How do you think they felt 10 years later? Knowing that they embraced the Olympics and a joyful situation for themselves in the midst of the atrocities that we know went on around them. And consider that when you're asking yourself the same question as the time ticks down to the beginning of the Sochi Olympics. And if you go and compete, congratulations for making it. And if you choose not to, thank you for standing up for human rights as opposed to your right to compete.